Georgie, where are we?
Yeah, we're in Grimsby. Horrible today.
So we're in Grimsby, the home of the fish. Is it the home of the fish?
Something like that, isn't it? Not a bad booze, really, so is it?
No, it looks alright, mate. It looks well inside. We're just outside now, so we've got ventilation, high and low ventilation up there. I'm going to take you in now to the plant on. This is what we're being called out to. So this beer house, what George comes drinking in on the weekend, has got this absolute beast 100 kilowatt boiler. We've been called out today. So this not working, is it, Georgie?
No.
So we've had a little look now. I'll be brutally honest with you. These way over kilowatt they've done here. They've put Bellino actuators on like that big, and it's on 28mm pipework. There's no need for that going to an 1.25 valve. It's ridiculous. Yeah, this is quite hefty. Where it comes off there, which is my flow. So I've got a pump there going through off my boiler. That's my flow coming straight off it below it. So I've got hot water coil there with the PRV going on there. That goes up, goes straight across there, then it splits both ways. So that's my flow going down in, and I've got, by the looks of it, that's a return, and there's another return there. So two separate returns there. More than likely they'll be the returns from upstairs, because I've also got there my flow going up. So we're going to look to quote to rip all this out. So this beast of a cylinder, we'll get rid of that. Don't know what that is. How old do you reckon all this is, mate?
100 years old.
We're going to try and get this going today. I don't like open flow appliances. You can see you've got the ventilation, which is good. So I'm going to calculate that, give the boiler a test, see what's going on. The gas line runs through here in 28mm, and it comes along. I'm surmising the gas point's going to be there. That might be my there. I think that's my incoming gas main, which again isn't right, and he's indicating yellow or whatever. But the building, this building's got a 100 kilowatt boiler in it. A 100 kilowatt boiler in that size building, it's absolutely ridiculous. I reckon a boiler in here, a 40 kilowatt boiler, I'd do it ample enough. A 40 kilowatt boiler put inside here. So if we go for 40 kilowatt boiler with a low loss header, obviously we'll split the zones. We can just put them onto, don't inch circuit, so we could maybe run in 35mm, put some 35mm actuators in there, split the zones up on the hot water cylinder. We'll set it up on a private domestic hot water system, so the hot water regeneration will be massive, because this is just not efficient at all. Like I said, I've come to this now, the pilot's out, that's the reason being this isn't working. Apparently the other contractor had been in, couldn't get it going. So it's the Ideal Concorde C2 Night Series 4. So I'm going to give it all a once over now, just check it out, make sure I've got my pilot tubes clean, because I think that will be the issue here, potentially. The pilot tube's going to be dirty, so I'll be able to get this going, but definitely get a quote put together for this. We need to put a new one in, like I say. The boiler is, what is it there? Heat input 111, output 86 kilowatt. I reckon we could do half of that and still wet the building, like I say. So we can do all that, even put two boilers in, and get the floors up there, room seal appliances, and we don't have to get away with it. Again, it'll be a right job, and I have to do it, so it'd look absolutely mint, but let's have a look. Right, so this is where I've cleaned the thermocouple up. I'm going to give this a quick sweep out now. We are eased to a service. I'm going to get flow gas analysis done, check the airflow. Obviously it looks a bit suspicious, that's been taped up. The support is horrendous on it, like I say, but the boiler needs to be working today. Now I've got a 28mm gas supply to that. That 28mm supply is feeding that boiler, like I say, so that most probably will want upgrading. The full system won't renewing. We can split most of the iron fittings from just push all that out there, mate, and just push it to the front. Cheers, pal. Just make that entry clean. Yeah, go on, you can look now. You done, yeah? Yeah. So I've got my flow coming off the top of the boiler there in Fahrenheit, so that'll start increase, but this system's just way past. We're going to have to get the asbestos report on this, check that out as well. That's suspicious, but I think that this here is my upstairs circuit. So they said there's two flats, but when I look at, there's only two zones on this. So that goes down. I believe that'll be your pub zone, which is now on. So I believe that'll be your pub zone. That's leaking on the actuator there, which looks like a new one. I'll video you, George, don't worry. What do you think about these little commercial rooms like? Don't it, George? Yeah, I just want to say you'll never get someone that'll train you as good as me, mate. All these plumbers and that out there, I will put time in you if you let me touch your smooth skin. So I've taken a few readings off the boiler. I'm happy with that, how it's working. I've given that a quick clean down there. George is getting the thing in that put back now. So this is the Ideal Concorde C. Again, the plant room's a bit of a mess, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what that trap hatch, what it's been there, that was for coal, whatever, if he's had the coal boiling there, whatever in the past, I don't know. Most of it will have, to be fair, because I've had that flow go for there full of damper. They'll put that through there, and that'll be a land chimney now, so that'll be that. But again, I'm going to look at taking all this out. So by the looks of it, I'll use this video for quotation as well. We're going to literally look at taking the flow off there. So I've got a flow separate from my hot water. That's on a separate circuit. And to be fair, where's the return on that? Is that the return? What the hell? Ah, see. So returns there. Just trying to make sure it's right. So that's right. So I see what they've done here. Separate return. Stop doing that. Separate return there. I think it's going to be a one pipe system. We've put on a hydraulic. That's a return for the hot water. So that's sound. We'll kill that. We'll connect back onto the flow and returns there. That's it, done. Pump on the return straight like a Willow pump, so that's pretty straightforward. So we'll look at literally taking this full plant out, rejigging it, and behind me what I'm going to look at doing here is putting the boil on there. The vents can stay just for cooling purposes now, and we'll slap the cylinder in that corner, and the client will have this full room for space, because this is just way overkill. We need to obviously look at the asbestos register and everything like that. The electricians are being down, looks like they've put new electrics, new actuators and stuff on to make the system work, so they've got separate stats working. But I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have been doing that. The amount of money they've paid for that now is a complete waste. The boiler's working today. How long it lasts, I don't know. But me and your boy, Georgie, the MC, off Eastall, loves Grimsby, is with me. How are you going to say to the fans?
No.
Do you want me to treat it to a quick pan? So just for my purposes, this one, you guys on the tube can see it as well when I post this video. I'm going to look at putting a 60 kilowatt wall hung boiler on there. Cylinder's going to go there. It's not a wall, I'm going to put it on a frame kit so I don't have to attach it to the wall. So I'll bolt the frame to the ground, clean this room totally out. The ventilation can stay as it is. I'm going to come off my framework. I need to have a look at this. I'm just getting confused. So basically, boiler will be like that. If your flow go into that one like that, then you return with your pump on back like that. They're capped and they're capped. I can't work out here. They must be returned there because they're just shunt round. That'll constantly shunt round there. Then from there, I can draw off hot water, up, down, and that's my return. Yeah, it will go. Cycle round them, get myself confused. It's just because I've forgotten the other day I fit the Spiratech one, so it just confused me a little bit, that one. So that's going to be the plan there. We'll set that up, give it the primary stamp, paint the wall black, yada yada yada, do what we need to do. Basically, in a nutshell for me, my hot water cylinder connections, sack them off, don't even worry about them. Now I think that this is open vented, but we're going to convert it to unvented cylinder. It makes sense because this is going to be a tank fed one, this, and I think it's a copper cylinder inside of there. Mate, there's loads going on with this. Is that stratification? I don't even know what that is there. Oh, that'll be another hot water draft and can just be tapped in. We've got hot water draft. That'll be the expansion, I bet. It's not even that big. It's only got 22mm feeds, so they're there. We've got another 2 feeds coming off there, which being capped, and that's open-ended. So, oh, they're the old tank and expansion, so we can cut them out as well. All I need to be doing here is connecting back onto, you can see what we've done there. It goes from 1.5 inches, 28mm, so that's the upstairs circuit, so 28mm there'll be totally fine. It's the downstairs circuit which is quite hefty. Now that looks like it's 2 inch, it is 2 inch there. What we need to be doing with my downstairs circuit is we'll wind that T off there and we'll convert that to copper or pressed steel, and I'll mostly reduce it down to 2 inch 54, 42mm. Whip it round there, and where's my return? And your return's there, so it's pretty straightforward, like I say. So that's my flow, just so I know. Is it? Yeah, that's my flow for the downstairs pub. So 2 inch. Return for downstairs is 2 inch. The flow for upstairs is 28mm, and I'm presuming I'm going to have a return dropping down there. There's a black iron pipe there. You can see that, and it looks like it goes there, but wherever that is, I don't know. It could be teething anywhere, but it shouldn't be that too bad to do, and that one goes on there. So, is that the core main? Oh, there's a core main for the building, so that's a bonus. So, vented cylinder in, not a problem at all. So, I've kind of got all the information I need on this. Now, I've sent all the details over to the client. What I now need to do is establish timescales, manpower, how long this is going to take. I'll be honest, we're going to turn this round as quick as we can because the client needs to do it. It looks to me as well like this, something's leaking. Oh, that event's on there as well, that needs to totally do. But they're getting hot water and stuff on the building, that's the main. I'll be honest with you, the electrician's coming out. I wouldn't have done that. I think it's a bit silly done, but let's hope we get this job. Let's leave it in the comment if you want to know if we got it. And like and subscribe and all that. What do you say, George? Like, subscribe and leave a comment. My name's George Porgy. I'm from East Dudley. I love it in Grimsby. He just wants to be here. Shows you Podge. You shut it out then. Maggot. Right, so this is a quick little schematic of what I'm doing. I'm literally just sat now having a shandy, just design it before I go, like I say, to get it sorted out. So 6 kilowatt boiler on the ball. Again, this is just for my drawing. It isn't going to be like this because again the return's wrong for the hot water because my heat. Them two systems need the hot returns in. Cylinder will be last to go on that header. I could, to be fair, do a pump plan and put separate pumps on there. But I'll look at just put one big pump in there just to feed the full building with an AV there. Let's run through it. 6 kilowatt boiler, shunt pump on your return. So what happens is, when this boiler's in demand, it'll just shunt around the lower header 24/7. Then what happens there is that creates a hydraulic flow rate around my system all the time. So this little circuit will go around like that, independently all the way around. As these systems come into demand, what will happen here is my main heating pump there will kick in. It'll draw off this circuit here. Then upstairs, if they're in demand, that'll come on there. So if they turn the thermostat on, that'll come on. Same with the ground floor, same with the hot water. Now again, because if you looked at the video previous to that, there was a lot of 2-inch and stuff from there. I'm going to reduce it down to things like 42 and stuff like that. So what I'll do is, I will make that work, like I say, but I need to look at that, get it calculated, which I'll do tonight. That is just a schematic for the hot water to come off there as well. So we've got our 28 cold main in there, so I can't see it being an issue. It's pretty straightforward. The boiler that's in, like I say, is 100 kilowatt. It's way overkill, not needed. I've calculated it with the rads and stuff in here, and that should work. Right guys, how are we? So it's Friday, bank holiday weekend. This video is going to be the course of like a space of a week, like I say. There'll be videos in between. It's just obviously one with the van racking, so you can see we've been treating ourselves, which is only right. You'll have seen I did a live the night. We've got 10 of the Milwaukee pack out boxes, new light. We've just got these Milwaukee draw systems as well. It's going to be the Milwaukee van. Like I say, I'm on with it now. Got new Milwaukee levels and stuff as well. We aren't sponsored by them, but we should be really, because it's all I believe in. I'm going to actually get rid of everything and fully Milwaukee, everything. We'll get the full 12 volt range as well as the 18 volt range now. So I'm just in the back of the van now, getting sorted out. We need to get to racking finished off. It's done, man. He's trying to do it off that. I mean, fortunate for me, got that van, which I'm using the big one. I'm just trying to get this one switched over. Obviously, the lads are still busy in their vans doing what they do. But it is, it's what it is. It's not taking its toll. It's just obviously when you're racking a van, it's like racking an office. This is my base where I'm at all day. The office has just been refurbed, got new underfoot, new laminate laid. It's been redecorated. The gym's done now, so I'm just trying to use my time where I can. I mean, to be fair, you'll see in here it's a bit of a mix and match, but I've still got the Milwaukee gear here, which I'll be honest, yeah, has done me nothing wrong at all. I'll still keep these most leaving the office, but these pack out systems here and the roller, I must leave one of the rollers in the van. Like I say, it just makes sense to me in case I ever need to pull things out. And then again, I don't know, because I tend to pull out just what power tools I need as of when. Now I don't tend to pull that full thing out unless I want a massive install, but it's just not viable after time. You need the combi drills and stuff out with the drills. So I've been varnishing the van, like I say. See where it's all shiny, it's all varnished, so I just need to touch it up again. I varnished it off there, but I've got the Milwaukee pack out crate system coming as well. So I've got 4 of the crates coming. I've measured them, 250 deep, 450, be 390, something like that. So just at that side there, they're going to go nicely from the ceiling all the way down. And I've got a little bit of storage space up there. I think I'm going to put things like dust sheets and that up there, just to keep them tucked out the way, nice and tidy, just in case we ever need them. I don't use them much because they'll stroll and roll, and I've got a couple of eaters. So I'm going to be getting new tool bags and everything as well, getting the lads new tool bags as well. I'm going to make sure that we deliver it for the company. I think it's one thing that I've not necessarily neglected the lads on, but I just think I've not maybe put as much effort in as I should. I'm always one for being massive on branding, brand identity, making sure everything's nice and tidy. And I think I need to start forcing that change now for the team, like I say. So the only way I'm going to do it is if we get new tool bags from new toolkits and say, look lads, we give you the best gear you can use here, let's just keep it up. Like I say, the standard of work's phenomenal, can't moan with that, but I see some of the toolkits sometimes and it doesn't dishearten me. It's just each to their own. Like I say, I'm one of them that I just like to be heavily organised, as you can see. I've got about 3 or 4 toolkits, so it's something on the horizon. But you look around, it's Milwaukee all over. It's just standard for us at Caprani. Well, the lads like Dewalt, but so we'll crack on now, get this shelf done. I've just cut this last piece now. Again, I'm not a joiner, but let's just see. Got a couple of L brackets to put on that, but that should. I'm quite up for that. Just maybe want a little bit more. You see that it's just going out by 10 mil. So what I'll do there, that's it. I think that'll just get me now enough. Just to put that on, so I'm putting on there for the rest of the night now, so catch you guys soon. Like I said, this is one video, and then there'll be the big reveal once we're done, so stay tuned, hustlers.